Hi, everyone. Welcome to Leap into Live. This video is going to be mastering YouTube Live techniques, tips, and tricks to going live on YouTube. My name is Ileane Smith, and I started using YouTube Live shortly after it launched about 9 years ago. And currently, my channel has over 1.5 million views and more than 9,000 subscribers. I've also made a few $1,000s, which is another really cool perk we'll talk about today too. Simply put, YouTube Live is my favorite platform for creating content and for building my brand and growing and connecting with a loyal audience of friends and fans. My goal for you today is that by the end of this video, you'll have just what you need to get started with using YouTube Live. Now, why YouTube Live? YouTube is one of the most sophisticated platforms online today, and it's a place where people turn to when they need to find solutions to their problems, they're ready to learn something new, or they simply want to be entertained. And you need to have your presence there on YouTube when those folks are searching for that content. And YouTube Live is a great way to deliver that message while at the same time connecting and engaging with your audience. So let's get started. Before you start with any type of a video project, you should make yourself a checklist of things that you're going to need. For example, you're going to need a webcam or a camera. You're also going to need lighting, and you're going to need a microphone. Those are pretty much essentials. Even if you're going live from your phone, you want to make sure that your sound is good and that you also have good lighting. So get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil, or open up the Notes app on your phone and start creating your checklist. As you're going through this video and other videos in this boot camp, make sure that you have the things that you need on your checklist. And why it's important to have a checklist is so that you can feel confident, especially when you're live streaming. It's really important for you to know, okay, I don't have to worry about my camera. Yeah, my lights are all set up and my mic is all good to go. So if you can have a dedicated space for recording and for going live, that's also helpful too. But you may want to take things up a notch. And those are some of the things that you can also add to your checklist. For example, I'm using a green screen. Now, you don't have to use a green screen. Some people don't even like them. They prefer to have a backdrop or something hanging from the wall, or they have a dedicated set. There's just all kinds of range of products and tools that you can have at your disposal. But I need you to make your own personal checklist so that you know what makes you feel more confident when you're ready to go live. So get out that pen and paper or open up that Notes app on your phone and start jotting down the things that you want in your toolkit. One of the easiest and probably one of the most affordable ways to get started with YouTube Live is with a mobile live stream. So I want to go over some of the gear that I'm using, and I hope that this setup is something that you can take a look at. All right, so I have an iPhone. I have the 11 Pro Max, and what I am using here is a tripod that I bought for about $12 on Amazon. All right. And with that, I really like to use my external microphone when I go live. So here's the microphone that I use, a Samsung Q2U. And oh, I almost forgot to tell you about the iPhone holder that I'm using. And this one it's called the Sidekick. And this Sidekick is really nice because if I want to be in a portrait mode, I just have it all. This is very nice and secure. But if I want to change it to landscape, I just simply turn it. And it's, like I said, very nice and secure. I've had some of those other less expensive ones that sometimes the phone will just pop out, and sometimes they're just a little annoying to use. So this is one that I'm very comfortable with. So now with that Samsung Q2U microphone, you're going to need this dongle, okay? Because it's a USB mic. But in order to get it connected to your iPhone, you're going to need this little piece here, which is called a camera kit. And then it just goes right into the lightning port. Now, as an alternative, and if you didn't want to use the Samsung, you may want to pick up a lavalier microphone. And here's one that I've been using for a really long time, and it's the Rode Smart Lav Plus. And let me just show you this little lavalier microphone because I think it's really cute. And it actually has a windscreen. A lot of podcasters might be familiar with that. And that just comes right off. You see that there? And then this is the little hook that allows you to attach it to your clothing. Okay? So I'll put it back on. Put my little windscreen back on top of it. And then I would take that and attach it. And it's called a lavalier mic. It's actually French for lapel. And then once again, I have a little dongle. And this dongle used to come with some of the iPhones. If you don't have it with your iPhone, then go ahead and pick that up from Amazon as well. But if you have an Android device, I don't want you guys to think that I'm only going to talk about iPhone. Then you don't need that piece. You just use this lavalier mic, and it has very good sound quality. It's because of that little windscreen on there. It cuts down on some of the wind noises when you're out and about. And this is a lavalier mic that I recommend for being outside and doing your YouTube live from mobile. So now the next thing that you're going to need is an app. What app are you going to use on your phone? Now I'm going to show you a couple of apps that are going to be iPhone and Android apps. So let me open up the app. The very first app that I want to introduce you to is at the top of my iPhone here, the black with the white triangle, and it's called Prism Live. So let's open up Prism Live. Now, as I mentioned to you before, you get the opportunity before you go live to swivel if you want to be in landscape mode. Now, right now I'm in portrait mode, but I'm going to use my little sidekick and just turn that around. Now, you always want to make that decision before you press the go live button because it's not going to let you change it midstream. Now, one of the reasons I like this app is because it is fun and engaging, because it does allow you to add some AR effects and just have some fun with your audience. So I'm already have YouTube connected to the app. And right here, you'll see where it says private. So I've already told it that I wanted to do a private stream. Okay. So forgive my finger. And it tells me that I'm starting in landscape mode. Okay. So there you go. I am live right now on my YouTube channel. And actually, when I was talking about gear earlier, I forgot to mention that you could just go ahead and use your earbuds that come with your phone. So I'm going to just show you what it looks like for a comment to come up on screen. And let's look at the bottom row of the tools that we have here. This is where you can add those little AR effects that I mentioned earlier. So if I just wanted to look like Little Red Robin Hood or something with a red bow, or you can do something really silly. I put a hat on and also to put a halo. Okay, so you just scroll through there and see the ones that you like, the ones that your audience likes. You also can go ahead and draw on the screen if you're good with drawing. I'm not, but you can do that as well. And you also can do other filter effects, just like changing the tone and the coloration. You can do all of this. And this app, Prism Live, is a free app. So I think it's amazing that you can do a lot of these things for free inside of this app. Another thing that I love that you're able to do is you're able to bring in multimedia. So let's see if I have something on my phone. Okay, so for this, I'm going to need to go back into portrait mode. So let me just do that. Okay, I ended that stream, but I just want to show you some of the other tools that you can have in this Prism Live app. Okay, notice that I can scrub over, and this is where I can add other media. And what I've uploaded here was something that I downloaded from Snapchat. And you would be able to hear the audio from this as well in the stream. Then you can add text as well. And you can also add animation to your text. Let's see if I can do a demo of creating an animated text. So here are your options for adding animated text. You can add hide after motion is complete. These are the different animations that you can add. This Prism Live app is free, okay? That's why it's really important for me to show you guys this app, because it's so much fun and there's just so many ways that you can go ahead and just spice up your live stream with something that's really special that will be very impressive for you. And you set all this up before you go live. So just swipe through the app and you can see that you can add the animated text. You can bring in media from your phone, including music, and as well as something from the web. So this Prism Live app has so much to offer that I really think that you should give it a look. You also can do pre-recorded content within this app. You can adjust your settings to 1080p and also turn off the watermark. It's going to spice up your live stream. So I can't wait to see what you come up with from using this when you go live on YouTube. Next, we're going to look at Streamlabs, and we're going to turn our phone back into landscape mode. I'm back with another mobile app that I want to show you. And this one is the Streamlabs mobile app. And what's really cool about Streamlabs, and this is available on Android and iPhone, but you can have alert widgets. Now, these alert widgets are integrated right within YouTube. And I'm going to demo how the alert widgets work from desktop in a few minutes, but I just want to show you how you can add those. So you would go into the editor and see I have an alert box there. I have that welcome text there. I have a chat box over on the right. And so I could go in and add different elements, different alerts that will go in more detail, but it's really cool that you can also do these alerts on mobile. This app is totally free. And so, a wonderful way for you to get started with YouTube Live using those engaging, interactive alert widgets from Streamlabs. Okay, guys, we're back on the desktop now. And I want to also talk to you. I mentioned earlier about making money on YouTube. Now, we know that there's something called Google AdSense, and you have to have your channel monetized in order to take advantage of the AdSense program. But you also need to be monetized in order to take advantage of something that's really exciting where your viewers can donate to you via something called super chats. Now, this is one of the huge advantages of using YouTube Live over something like Facebook Live. Facebook Live has something similar, but it's only rolled out to a handful of people or gamers. So, if you're not a gamer, you can come over to YouTube Live. If you've already got an established channel, you've already reached the requirements to be monetized, you're eligible to get super chats. So, with the super chats, what can make it really, really fun to get the super chats or super stickers? Let me explain what super chats are. Super chats are the live chat. Your viewers that are there have the ability to donate to you and have their comment take center stage in a sense because it's going to appear at the top of the chat. And no matter how fast your chat is moving, that comment will stay at the top. So it's going to bring attention to them. If they have a question for you, that'll also get your attention with their question. And the length of time that that comment will stay at the top of your chat is dependent upon how much money they give you. Okay, so because there's so many different currencies and all that, I'm not going to get into that. The person who donates, they will see how long their comment is going to stay at the top of the chat. Okay. So, one way you can familiarize yourself with this is to go over to YouTube Live and one of your friends who are streaming, go ahead and give them a donation. Because if they're giving you value, then it's definitely something that you want to reciprocate with. And also, it puts a little spotlight on you for a while, depending upon, like I said, how much you give. And it could be anywhere from $2 all the way up to $500. Okay. So usually people give $5, $10, $20. But super chats are not only a fun way for you as a streamer to engage with your audience and give back to your audience because their name is in the spotlight. And of course, you're going to give them a shout out when you see those super chat roll in. And then they also have something called super stickers, which is like a super chat, only it's animated and it doesn't come with any additional text. Usually the animation has something like "you're number one" or "yay," "we're glad we're here," or whatever. There's several that they can choose from, and it really is just a tip. There's other ways that you can get tips or donations from your viewers on a YouTube live stream. And I mentioned earlier Streamlabs. You saw the Streamlabs mobile app. And I promised that I was going to talk more about Streamlabs. That's what we're going to talk about right now. So before we get into it, let me just show you an example of what it looks like. For this first example, I want to show you a super chat. This is going to be it. Now, it's really cute how I've got that animated GIF there. something that I found on Giphy. And then you see that the person's name shows up as well as the amount of the super chat. Let me show you another one. This one is going to be an example of someone purchasing merch. Somebody just brought a Miss Ileane's mug. Okay. And the other thing that you want to really show up, especially when you're live, and this is definitely going to bring attention to everybody who's in the live, when someone subscribes to you. So let me show you how to set this up, and let me show you how it integrates with Ecamm. Head over to the Streamlabs website, and then as you can see here, I've already connected my YouTube channel. Let's go over to the page for the widget gallery. So you'll see that you can add these alert boxes. You can also add a chat box. Now let's just focus on these two for today's video. All right. So in the alert boxes, you've got all these different options here. You can have a donation, and some of these things integrate with Twitch, so they may not apply to your YouTube channel. But ones that really do are the subscriber, where you saw me do the test earlier. If you have channel memberships on your YouTube, you would see that member widget, also the super chat, merch, and other things that are related to Twitch. So let's just show you how you set one up. You would choose the background color. Right now, these are the general settings. Let's go over to one for super chats, okay? I'm going to make a change just so you see how this works. All right, so this is what the alert will look like. It will have the image up on top and the text underneath. You can say how you want the animation to fade in, out, down, so forth. Big, fade up, pop out, all those different ways that the animation can behave, all right? So here's the amount, minimum amount to alert. I just would leave that at 0. Then you can have the animation do different things. So now I'm going to change this media. And I'm going to upload another GIF that I just created. Now it's uploading my GIF. And I'm going to put that one in there instead of the little dancing YouTube man. Okay. And let's come down here and save it. Now, if I wanted to change the sound that goes with this, also I would go in here and change the audio that comes along with it. So let's just go back up and do a test of Super Chat. We'll come back full screen. So there you have it. I can put whatever animation in there that I want. And of course, you want to use a GIF. I created that one from that Prism Live app. I made a little movie, then I sent that over to my Mac, and I converted it into a GIF using an app called Gifski. So now I want to show you how to set up the chat box with Streamlabs. So let's go over and click on the chat box. And what you'll see is that they have different themes. Let me scroll down. The one I like to use is called Box, but they also have Clean. They have one called Twitch, Old School. They have one called Chunky, and you could just go through there and see which one you want. And once you've decided which one you want to use, you can also customize the background color, the text color, the font size. if you always wanted to show messages, and then you go ahead and save your settings. Now, the advantage of using the chat box is that you don't have to individually post or pin one of the comments on your screen at a time. You could have a few of them on display at once, and then you don't have to worry about missing comments. The comments will always be displayed on screen. So there's no limits to how creative you can be with these alerts. Streamlabs also has a whole host of themes that you can purchase for your overlays, but I want to now show you how it integrates with Ecamm Live, because you got to get it over here, right? So what I'm going to do is go into live demo mode so you can see that. So in the live demo mode, you see the overlays box here. And I've already added it, but what you would do is go to your overlays and you would add a new widget overlay. And then you would simply take the URL from Streamlabs and add it to this widget here. So now let's go back over to Streamlabs and grab that URL. Here's the URL right here. We'll just copy it. Okay. We can come back into Ecamm under Overlays, New Widget Overlay, and we simply add that URL there, and we can put the name of it, and I'll just call it Streamlabs Alert. I can also customize how wide this is. I don't want it to be 800 pixels wide. I only want it to take about 450 pixels in width. And also you can see there I can adjust the height, add that overlay. If I want to make it a little bit bigger, I can do that. You also can change the position of the image so that, maybe you want it over your face, maybe you don't. It just all depends upon your setup, what you feel comfortable with. And when folks see that you're putting this widget up on screen and that their name gets to be highlighted, then that inspires others in your audience to do the same thing, because they want their names to come up on screen as well. And so anticipate these things. You're also going to see the chat. If it's a super chat, you're also going to see it come through in Ecamm Live. So don't be alarmed. Try to remember yourself what those little sound bites that you have that you put in there. So when you hear it, then you know that this is a good thing. You're about to get something good, a new subscriber, a super chat, a super sticker, a merch purchase, or what have you. So there you have it. That's what I wanted to share with you on how to add that Streamlabs widget to your stream when you're on YouTube Live. And you also can use those same widgets that you've already created when you go live from the Streamlabs mobile app, which I showed you earlier. There is so much more that you can do with Ecamm Live when you're going live on YouTube. I put together a playlist over on my YouTube channel. It's Ileane.link/Ecamm tutorials. And you'll see how to use Ecamm with the Elgato Stream Deck, how to set up the green screen, how to do multi-streaming, even streaming on platforms like Twitch and Facebook. Oh, there's just a bunch more. So remember, that's Ileane.link/Ecamm tutorials. I cannot wait to see you putting into practice some of the things that you've learned today. And I really want to give a big thank you to the folks over at Ecamm Networks for putting on this boot camp. And also Stephanie Liu. She is the master when it comes to organizing these types of things. And you guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and connect with me on Twitter. I'm ILEANE. You can find me on Twitter that way, and it's Ileane Smith on YouTube. And I look forward to connecting with you and just keep this momentum going. This has been an amazing boot camp, and I can't wait to see you on YouTube Live. Bye for now.